What's up, everybody? It's Chattown Charlie. Up next in my series of prediction videos is the Alabama Crimson Tide. We're going to do their 2023 game by game schedule and prediction. Notably, Alabama lost Will Anderson last year in the draft and Bryce Young. He was the number one overall pick. They're arguably their best player on defense, their best player on offense. They did recruit really well. They got the number one recruiting class for 2023, and they always recruit really well. They went 11-2 last year, a disappointing year by Alabama fans' standard. They want to get a natty every year. That's the expectation there. When Nick Saban's there, so you expect Alabama to be good. We're going to go over their schedule. They start off with two home games. September the 2nd, they play Middle Tennessee. That should be an easy win. September the 9th, they got Texas coming to town, play them at home. Last year, that was a really close game, really good game. My opinion, Texas should have won that game, but Alabama did win. It was a really close game. They won 20-19. This is going to be a good game. Texas has got Quinn Ewers coming back. They got good wide receiver play. They did lose two of their running backs to the draft last year. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm going to pick Alabama to win that game. I do think it'll be a good game. It's at home, and I think Alabama does get to win there. September the 16th, they play South Florida. It's weird. They're playing at South Florida, which is in Tampa, I believe. You wouldn't think they would play South Florida at South Florida. You'd think they would play them at home, but it is a away game. They shouldn't have any problems there. September the 23rd, the Lane train comes to town. It's a home game. Lane always has a good offense. He played them close last year. It was a really close game last year. I think Alabama does get the win, though. I think it might be an entertaining game. I mean, it depends on what Alabama's defense looks like. I do think Alabama's defense is going to be much improved this year, and I think Alabama gets the win there. September the 30th, they play an away game at Mississippi State. The cowbells will be ringing, and Alabama beat Mississippi State. October the 7th, they got Texas A&M down there in Aggie Land. They play away at Texas A&M. Texas A&M seems to always, for some reason, the past couple of years, they beat them at home. What was that, 2021? And then 2022 last year, it was in Tuscaloosa. That was a close game. I mean, it was a really close game. Come down to the final play, and Alabama won the game. But I'm going to pick Alabama to win that game, but I do think if Alabama loses one this year, that would be a potential game they could lose right there. October the 14th, they got Arkansas at home. They've got KJ Jefferson coming back, and I think Arkansas is a good team. I think Sam Pittman's done a good job down there, but I don't think they got enough to beat Alabama. I just don't. October 21st, third Saturday in October. If you've watched my Tennessee prediction video I done earlier, you already know how I'm picking this. I think it's a 50-50 game. I mean, we got them last year at Neyland. Goalposts come down to them in the river. It was great. I was ecstatic. But it's at their place this year. Revenge game. I think Alabama gets to win, but I do think it's a good game. They got a bye week, and then LSU comes to town on November the 4th. And LSU beat them last year, 2-point conversion. Beat them by 1 point. That's another revenge game. Probably going to decide the West. I'm gonna pick LSU. I'm gonna pick LSU to win that game. I think that will be Alabama's one loss. I do think Alabama's at least going to take one loss this year. I'm gonna pick LSU to win that game. November the 11th. I'm sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. November the 11th, they play Kentucky at Kentucky. Mark Stoops has done a great job down there. I mean, they're consistent 7, 8, 9 win seasons every year under Mark Stoops. He's always has a good defense. always stout in the trenches and stuff. But I do think Alabama goes up there and they got way too much for Kentucky to handle, and I think Alabama gets the win there. November the 18th, my hometown Chattanooga, UTC Mocs go down to Tuscaloosa, and they get their check and they get beat down. Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. They'll get their money for going down there and playing them, and they'll get beat pretty bad, and then they'll come back home. But Alabama wins that game. November the 25th, another game I really enjoyed watching, the Iron Bowl. Living in Alabama for a while, the Iron Bowl is a great game. Alabama travels to Auburn, brand new coach Hugh Freeze. I call him the Reverend Freeze. I don't know what to expect out of Auburn this year. I think Hugh Freeze is a good coach. I just don't know if he's got the pieces in place yet. I do think he will get the pieces there. So I'm going to pick Alabama to win that game. So I've got Alabama going 11-1. They could. I wouldn't be shocked if they lost 2 and lost to A&M, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll go 11-1. And I wouldn't be shocked if they beat LSU and went 12-0. I mean, just a lot of it's going to come down to who they pick at quarterback and how good a quarterback play they get out of whoever they pick. It's going to be between Simpson, Buckner, and Milroe. I do think Milroe will start the first game. So I'm going to go 11-1, and it all come down to what LSU's record is. And like I said, probably the LSU game will decide the West. Whoever, unless LSU slips up, loses a couple other games or something like that. But it's between those two teams, in my opinion. But that's what I got. 2023, Alabama going 11-1. Feel free to jump in the comments. Let me know if I'm crazy or if I'm right dead on. Let me know what your predictions are. And like I said on my last prediction video, hope y'all enjoy this. Please, thumbs up, like, subscribe. Like I said, I just do this for fun. I've actually got a job. I just do this in my spare time. Love college football. Big college football fan. Tennessee's my favorite team, but I'm also a college football fan. I pull for Tennessee, but I love watching all college football that I can. I love it. I really, really do love it. It's one of my passions. And fishing. I love to fish too, as you've seen in some other videos. But appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe. And go Big Orange.